next. Let's drop that old one that we used to do back in the days.
What's up, people?
What up, dude?
What's up, Detroiters? Welcome to the People Mover Podcast. For every week, we discuss everything from living in Detroit, life lessons and experiences, dating, relationships, pop culture, and much, much more.
We explore the power of social connection through conversation. We literally want to
Move the people. It's your host, Miracle, and our other host,
Malcolm Elliott.
and this is episode 19.
19 of them things is crazy.
19 is amazing.
We are joined today by a very special guest. I'm going to let you introduce yourself and let you know. You can tell people who you are and what you do.
Well, excuse me, I'm 111. I'm an astrologer and an entertainer. Okay, I'm gonna put entertainment in there.
Okay.
Because that's how I reach the people. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You gotta be an entertainer in this
Gotta
street,
be.
for sure.
You gotta
for sure.
Welcome to the People Mover Pod.
Welcome.
We're happy to
Yes.
have you. Happy to have you.
Thank you for joining us. Before we get started, I wanted to throw in a fun question. You're from Detroit, right?
Right.
What's your favorite thing about the city?
My favorite thing about Detroit is I'm gonna be honest with you, is the people. It's the culture. of
People.
Detroit.
The people.
If you can live in Detroit, you can live anywhere. And that's, I go by that saying because it was easier living other places.
Yeah,
To be honest with
exactly.
you. Yeah.
It's hard here, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of the
Yep.
people, we need to remind all the people watching as well. Y'all need to like, comment, subscribe,
Yeah.
hit the notification bell.
All of
that.
the above.
every
All
day.
of the above.
We would appreciate it, but it also just helps us out with the algorithm.
Most definitely.
So appreciate y'all for
Please,
that.
Like, when did you get into this field? Like, how old were you when you piqued your interest?
So I first started off with numerology,
Mm.
and this numerology sparked my interest because I'm a poker player.
Okay.
And what I understood that, on 5 days, expect the unexpected, the fifth house in astrology is the gambling house.
Oh.
So, right. And also on 8 days, it's 8 days talk about, in numerology, an 8 day is about finances and money. Okay. Now correlate that with astrology. The eighth house have to do with other people money. Has to do with also gambling as well. So I just started correlating my
Gambling
interests.
in astrology.
Oh, it's books.
Niggas
It's
was
books.
down at the casino like,
Man, listen.
Literally, he's like, wait a minute.
Listen, because I
Maybe I
could
can manifest something.
I could break it down. 52 weeks in a year, 52 cards in the deck. 4 different suits, 4 different seasons. 13 cards in each suit. And it used to be 13 different months. Each month had 28 days. Don't let me get to quoting you the 13th month. Okay?
hey, no,
Now,
shit.
you can go
talking
ahead
right
and Google that
now. You
real
talking,
quick.
hey. Y'all can fact check him. Y'all know you talking. I know you
So I
talking.
just started correlating everything. So it's like I was gambling, and I just play poker.
Right.
Okay, so I don't necessarily call it gambling because I have books on poker as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it was just the gambling and learning. It was I just fell in love with it. And as I got deeper into it, I started realizing, it's a lot of secrets being uncovered.
Starting revealing themselves to you.
Yeah, so
And you've used it in life, like, for a tool, like
Yes.
astrology, to, like, go through life, you think?
yes,
You think it's a good tool to use?
it is because to me it's a very good tool to use because if you can understand why things happen, understanding that nothing will stay the same, it'll help you go through life. Without when things happen, it's like you're not in shock or you're not surprised.
Exactly.
You have a more deeper understanding of life and how we have to go through things to learn.
And when you say nothing stays the same, it's like when you're studying astrology, you have to accept, like, you're not going to be at the same point,
No,
exactly. Every season, like you were saying.
Exactly.
Okay, good. That's
Like our emotions are connected to the moon. So our emotions rapidly change as the moon rapidly changes. So,
yeah.
mhm.
I mean, I'm deep in like not just astrology, but also like conspiracy theories. And some people are like, the moon's not even real and yada, yada, yada. But people also say like astrology isn't real, yada, yada. What's your response to stuff like that?
Well, see, the thing is, okay, if you say astrology isn't real, we could say science isn't real because it's all based on theory. You know, so you can't really say it's not real because the energy is there. And when I look up somebody's chart and start telling them things about their life that they didn't even share with other people, it open their eyes up. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if we want to talk about just the planets, just look at it as energy. The energy is there. Energies, you feel different energies when you enter in different rooms, and all of that is coming from the planets. We are nothing but what? Stardust?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Matter.
if you understanding the energies of Mercury, energies of Mars, energy of Saturn, you will understand like, oh, so that's where the change of energies and what energy is really created from.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So astrology is...
So it's above, so it's below.
It's astronomy.
Astrology is honestly astronomy.
Basically.
It's just who is they? Okay. But anyway, control teaches us, want to teach us just enough. Not too much though.
Right.
And it's like a guidance, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's not really like end all be all. Like you said, everything changes.
Yeah.
So it can also change.
Right.
You know, based on whatever.
Right.
I'm trying to get into astrology these days, even though I have it tattooed on me. I'm a Libra. What are you guys' signs?
Big Capricorn.
Big Capricorn.
Pisces gang.
And you would say you're a Capricorn to the T?
Well, let me explain something to you. I'm a Capricorn, Taurus rising, Taurus sun. So I'm honestly more Taurus than Capricorn.
Taurus rising is Taurus. I didn't even know that about him. That's crazy because I'm a Pisces. I'm a Scorpio rising, but I'm a Pisces sun and a Pisces moon. So we both got double placements.
Double placements, yeah.
That's crazy.
But see, I get that energy from you because, bro, just like you automatically creative.
Yeah,
just like how
creative.
you helped her change, like so for her to remember, you immediately knew what to do.
Yeah, what to say, yeah.
I would have just been like, listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
What do you think people should look at when they're trying to look at, like, you know, like the readings and stuff and the horoscopes? Like, do they look at their rising or do they look at their moon or do they look at, like...
Depending on what people need help with. You know, so put it like this. If somebody need help with finances, we're going to look at the finance houses. We're going to look at the second house.
We all need help with finances.
Right.
In this fucking economy.
Right. We're going to look at the second house.
Please.
We're going to look at the second house, the sixth house, and the 10th house, which is all the earth houses, which is about material. Earth is about material in the physical. So we're going to see what's going on in those houses to kind of help you out.
So everything is kind of important?
Yeah, everything
like
is
depending
important.
on the situation.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah, depending on what somebody asks. What somebody need help with. You know, sometimes you don't need help with this area because your past life, you already mastered it. You know, but you get to this life learning new things. And say you have, when somebody have a stellium in their chart, when they have 3 planets there, that's like you walking into a room and you bumping into stuff. Other than another house where it's just the easy flow. It's like it's no planets there. It's like you understand, you have a better understanding of that house.
Right. And something I wanted to talk about a little bit was like, you know, you're using astrology to guide you, and a lot of people use like religion to guide them.
Right.
Do you feel like astrology marries like, you know, your purpose for God? Like, you know how in Christianity God gives you a purpose?
Exactly.
XYZ. Like, do you feel like astrology is also like some kind of higher power, like energy that's kind of like greater than us?
Well, the thing is, we are astrology. We are the zodiac signs. So when you understand what we are and how and the reason and the way we move and why this is and why that is, it's through astrology. It's a guide. It's definitely a guide, but it's different from religion. Okay, but we can correlate astrology with religion. Just the 12 zodiacs, the 12 disciples.
Right. Exactly.
You know, so it's the sun, Jesus. You know, so it's like we have correlations, but let's talk about control again. They're not gonna. They want to look at they put in the Bible that astrology is forbidden, right? But we are we are astrology.
Yeah.
We is astrology.
Just
Right,
kind of,
right.
just kind of like you said, astrology is astronomy, and astronomy is literally stars and dust and matter and everything. Like we literally compose on
Exactly.
all of that. So I'm definitely with you on that.
Just like the moon is connected to the tides.
Yeah.
So
we're made
it's
of
just
water.
connected to the tides. It's not connected
Yeah.
to us.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm
we made
saying?
of mostly water anyway.
Right. So hey.
No, yeah, I'm with.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, we are. So when people are like, "Oh, it's a full moon," everyone's gonna go crazy. Like we probably are gonna be going a little bit crazy.
Bro, water. I seen this video about water being intelligent. Like we don't even really fully understand like what water is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can put water on an image and it'll freeze and recreate a different version, like its own interpretation of what it's on. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And so the fact that that's why they talk about like what you indulge in, like what you listening to, like all of that stuff. It affects you on a deeper level that you even realize because we are made mostly of water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's so
Which is
true.
crazy.
Something I was gonna ask you is like, first of all, do you believe that we had like past lives? I don't know what you think
Most
about.
definitely.
So you don't think this is our first time walking on the earth or anything?
No, maybe somebody so. But no, not really, because that's when we can talk in astrology terms as North Node and South Node. South Node is past life. North Node is what you need to do this life.
Interesting. Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, do you think like we are the same signs we were in past lives, or do you think we go through each sign in each lifetime?
That's a good question. Now, I'm not sure if we go through all 12 signs. Okay,
do we have 12 lives?
Right. Ooh, that's a good question. But we are reincarnated. Do you believe in reincarnation?
I believe energy is not created nor destroyed. Right. So it's like I think
recycled.
I'm like if we passed away, I feel like eventually our energy, if we are called to do something in this world, it will come back. You feel me?
Most definitely.
If not, then I feel like we just our energy float in that ether until it's time for us to go on our mission or whatever our mission is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And I definitely believe in reincarnation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's if anything, this world is it helps the soul. It basically helps elevate the soul to another realm. Just to get an understanding of this life and the physical.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm with you. I don't know. We had a Buddhist guy who was like, you know, for reincarnation, he believes like we have the option if we want to come back, you know, as a human to kind of redo the experience. Some people are like, fuck no. And, you know, they might get reincarnated in another way.
But it depends on how aware you are.
Yeah,
you know,
I guess
the law of attraction. We create our own lives. Some people will sit there and say, like, I want to be a whale next life, and they maybe become a whale. Like they have that connection to where they understand, like, you know what, I want to be a whale.
Yeah.
Maybe it might sound crazy.
What you was talking about earlier about us being born different signs, I saw a thing where it was talking about how the stars was not in the sky at the same time, so like the whole zodiac sign was actually shifted over. And I wanted to know if you knew anything about that and how true that was. Because it was like, really, Aquarius is really Capricorn. It's like you got to shift everything over.
And honestly, time is really weird because I'm like, it depends what fucking continent you're on.
Well, see, the thing that goes back to talking about, is it really 13 zodiacs or 12? You know, why do they take the 13th floor out of every building? You know, why do they? It's like they hiding something. Then we can talk about Indian astrology, which is Vedic astrology. And that's sidereal Vedic, almost the same thing. Okay, they're shifted.
Yeah.
So it's a little different, you know. They're more of a predictive astrology, like a fate and destined astrology. When Western astrology is more off the personality and the mind and how you think, and off the season, it's seasonal. So it's a little different.
They're probably more like planets. I don't know. I have some friends in the astrology, and they're always like, Mars is gonna be here, Neptune's gonna be in Gatorade.
Well, in Western, it's the same way, but it's not as predictive. Western is what we do. Okay, Eastern is the Indian astrology.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
So more predictive.
It's more predictive astrology.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about this show, pop culture, all this type. Astrology. Now, wait. First of all, are you single or in a relationship?
I'm in a relationship.
Relationship. Okay, cool. Have you felt like going into astrology has made you more aware about stuff going in your relationship?
Most definitely. I'm about to explain it to you right now. I'm a Capricorn, Taurus. She's a Sagittarius, Gemini.
Mm.
Damn.
That's where we butt heads at right there.
Mm.
She's a little bit
Super Gemini.
She's a little bit more mutable to me, which means she can say one thing and maybe switch it up. When I say something, I don't switch it. So it made me understand her more.
Very Gemini to switch.
Like, yeah.
Switch up on you.
But once you understand, you know, you wait on the flip. You know, you get it. You understand, like, okay, let's talk about this. Because you acting like your Gemini moon right now. See, you get there talking to her in that instance, she like, okay. Instead of talking down or being disrespectful or being mad, let's talk in astrology.
Do you think you should like look into astrology when you're dating, or do you think like you can date any sign and be okay?
I mean, we'll put it like this. It all depends who you are, okay?
So I've dated every sign. I can tell you some of these bitches is crazy.
All 12 signs.
I've dated every sign, but you can't, you know, if you want to, you can date anybody you want to, and if you want to work with them, you work with them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, like there might be issues.
Yeah.
But
right, it might be some issues.
Yeah, but
we're not supposed to be compatible.
Yeah.
You hear me? We're not supposed to be compatible, but guess what? We have 8th house synastry. So we can talk about synastry is deeper than compatibility. Now, because we have 8th house synastry, we connect through astrology, so we understand each other better.
Right.
Okay.
Is it bad to date your own sign though? Do you think it's like, you know how people are like, don't date someone like you, date someone different than you?
No,
XYZ.
because you're not just because they can be a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn, Taurus. They can be a Capricorn, Virgo.
The sun and the moon.
Yes,
it's
deeper. It's deeper
true.
than just the sun sign. You know, so.
I'm talking to a Pisces right now, and I'm a Pisces. So I'm like, it's been okay. You know, what I'm
Pisces
saying?
are cool. I'm a Libra, and I've dated a Libra man. I'm so sorry. Definitely the worst sign to date.
But see, my
I didn't
longest
say that.
I'm like, that was
I
trash.
didn't say that this time, babe.
But you've said it before. You've said it before. You were like top 5 worst
and what did I
signs to
say?
die.
The
You
women
said Libra
that.
man.
I would never listen. I'm not a pillow talker. Okay, the women said that, not me. I asked questions, and I jotted down. Okay.
That's fair, but the women are right. The
I would
women
never
don't
go
ever
against.
lie.
I would never go against the men. Okay, now.
That's how she feel about women.
But
So.
see,
Bye.
I'll be on here fighting
Not the
for my
loyalty
life.
to the gym.
She be dead wrong and be like, I'm still on the woman's side.
I'm still like, well,
because I don't know. I'm not dating them.
bash her.
I'm not dating them, so it's like I can't speak for them at all. But
Well, you're friends with the people though. Do you notice? Because I'm like,
listen, guys will show a different side of them.
I guess, and I agree, because I'm
Yeah.
like, Libra women are my favorite women to be even friends with.
Yeah.
Like, they are so live.
My longest
and
relationship was with a Libra woman.
They're so outgoing. I love them, but that's like the opposite spectrum for men, you know?
I do know a couple crazy Libras though. I ain't gonna cap.
All women are crazy.
True.
All 12 signs.
That might be the realest shit she ever said on this show. That might have been the
let me
realest shit she
backtrack.
ever
Let me
said
not
on
bash
this.
my woman. I love my ladies. I
So
love the
I'm
girls.
gonna say this: Sagittarius is my number one sign. Then Taurus women.
You're saying that because you're in love with us. How Have
Exactly.
you dated?
And why would I sit on here and
That's
say
facts. A good
I
man,
can't do it?
Savannah.
Yeah.
Good man.
A good
Savannah.
man, Savannah.
Yeah, I would never
Good man.
say another sign.
Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
dated other signs that
Most
you're
definitely.
like, this is literally on my blacklist. I am not doing this shit again.
Scorpio's on my blacklist. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Taurus women got a, I'm sorry, shit list.
Taurus
Taurus on your
women.
shit list.
Taurus women, some of the finest women on the planet, but you bitches
They're
are
evil as
crazy.
fuck.
You bitches are
They're
crazy.
evil. They hold grudges.
They do.
Every Taurus
man.
woman I have,
I
literally
ain't gonna lie.
cold-hearted.
Taurus, Leo, and I ain't gonna lie, Scorpios too, because I got cheated on by Scorpios. So
Ooh.
Scorpio bitches, y'all, you feel me?
I got cheated on.
But they is
on
some
an
freaks
Aries.
though. Y'all some freaks though.
You
I
got
know.
cheated on an Aries?
With
I know
an
a freak
Aries,
when I
but
see
I love
one.
Aries.
I mean, astrology can tell me if I'm compatible, but they don't never tell me if the bitch crazy or not. So that's why I'm like, once
Do you
astrology
think-
get that part
Do
figured
you
out.
think it's good to like read like daily horoscopes?
astrology
Like, do
figure
you
that
think that's
part out?
beneficial at all?
To read daily horoscope?
Yeah. Like, do you think you should seek out like?
Well,
know,
you need
what
to, not
should
daily
I-
horoscopes based on just the sun sign, your own horoscope.
Of course.
Yeah, when you put your time in and your own birthday, it is beneficial to look at that. Most definitely, because you can know what to expect.
They could be like, watch out for some people
Crazy
who are,
bitches.
Yeah.
It literally would say.
Anything.
Sometimes it literally would say, your enemies will try to break you today, but they can't stop you.
Damn, my enemies are winning.
Or it'll say, stay away from your enemies because they might win.
Right.
Like it'll say stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's. I've tried to fight against it. It's like, whoa, so is this everything already destined?
Yeah, you're right.
It's kind of scary because it's like, I see what's going to happen. You telling me I'm going to get into it with my girl, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
And you get into it.
Like, I just find it funny how
it's like you can't even.
I'm so sick.
That's the favorite line. I just find it so. It's always something so funny to bitches when something wrong. It's like, I just find it so funny how
actually, what shit don't be adding up.
Shit don't be funny. That's my problem. Shit do not be funny.
It's not really funny.
The
It's
niggas
literally ironically funny.
Niggas do not be laughing.
We don't be laughing too either.
Niggas do not be laughing.
Shit
No,
is
that's the
not
funny
funny.
part. Is they'll be saying it's funny,
It's
and
not
then she ain't
funny.
cracked a smile at all. I find it so funny.
Yeah.
Do you?
No, yeah.
Do you? I don't think you. Find
It's a
it funny at
metaphor.
all.
It's a metaphor. I was gonna ask you what your favorite and least favorite signs in general is. Like, is there a sign that you're like, I always vibe with these people? Like, this is weird.
The thing is, I always vibe with Taurus. I know y'all don't like Taurus. It's crazy. I vibe with Taurus.
No, I vibe with them hoes. They just be crazy.
I vibe with
Them bitches be
Taurus.
cool at first.
Pisces, I vibe with Sagittarius.
I fuck with Sag women. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, I
fuck with
don't
Sag.
vibe the best with Virgo. But see, I have two.
Beyonce's a Virgo.
I have a close friend
I don't know
as a
Beyonce.
Virgo. I have a close friend as a Virgo, you know.
I know her. I love her.
Let's see. Virgo, I don't vibe best with the Scorpios. Which I was in a relationship with a Scorpio, but we didn't vibe the best. I don't know.
Interesting.
Overall, though, I can vibe. I vibe with
Anyone.
everybody.
Well, how long have your relationship been going on for?
Man, this was my high school sweetheart. You hear me?
Bro, first of all, I gotta give you the whole.
We broke up. We broke up,
This
though.
nigga.
High school sweetheart. You don't even hear that shit anymore.
You know, all my friends with their high school sweethearts.
Really?
Yeah, most of them married to a high school.
We broke up, went off to school, came back. As soon as we got in each other presents again,
We're like,
we had a baby.
oh my God.
Her name is Yuri. Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Oh, you just had smoke for Scorpios and your own daughter. It's like Kanye's like, you know how Kanye was like my betrayal list.
Right.
He's like my kids.
Karma's a bitch.
North and Saint are at the top of my
North and
shit.
Saint. Like, why are you beefing with your children?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. So we went to
I need a heel, Scorpio.
So I know his girl, right? So I'm gonna tell this nigga something on the podcast I ain't never even said out loud since I was probably in high school. Something that I've been waiting to share with this nigga since I was on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
We are sad.
Nigga, you had a very prominent secret hater in me for the longest, nigga.
Oh.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Damn.
It's
So
okay.
this nigga went to Cass, right? Me and his girl both went to Renaissance. Renaissance in Cass, if you know, in Detroit, is like a legendary rivalry. Everybody know that. That shit go back in time to God and Light. Niggas been beefing
For sure.
since the beginning of time.
For sure.
Now, peep, I don't know this nigga at all. You
Right.
feel me? In high school, I don't know nothing about this nigga. But in Renaissance, I graduated 2013. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, niggas at your school, y'all get to talking about who is the cutest girls in y'all grade. You
Right.
feel me? When I tell you I didn't went to bat for Elise
Yeah.
on
Who's
many
Elise?
Elise
That's
is his
her.
girl.
That's who.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't went to war for Elise on so many lunch tables,
Facts.
at so many playgrounds and so many gymnasiums.
That's real.
To where niggas would be loud, be like, because it used to be Elise and then it's, who she actually friends with, Danielle. I know you know who Danielle is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it used to be Danielle and Elise. Danielle and Elise both, whatever. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
both of them
niggas,
cute. Both of them
niggas will be
cute.
swearing up and down Danielle shitting on Elise. I'd be like, nigga, right now on everything I love, nigga,
Mama.
Elise is elite, nigga.
For sure.
The
Elite.
E in
I was
Elise
I
stands for elite.
I promise you, she not fucking with her. I promise
sure.
you. I done went to bat for Elise on many occasions. Mind you, don't know nothing about this nigga. So
Facts.
she.
So-
I'm sorry, keep going.
No, you keep
No, go
going.
ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Now, so she cheerleader.
I want to
at-
hear this shit.
Right,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
this is
yeah.
history. This is history. This is history. I promise you. I promise you.
It's all love.
So Elise, like one of the top cheerleaders at Renaissance, this nigga is one of the football players at Cass. Cass football team always good.
Very classic
You
high
feel
school.
me? I'm on just face, and you feel me? Like having your high school crush, it wasn't like nothing you ever would like act on. It's just somebody you admire from afar. You feel me? I didn't have classes and conversations with Elise, but it wasn't nothing I ever really. You feel me?
Right.
So anyway, see pictures of them online, and this nigga in his cast uniform, her in her cheerleading uniform.
Oh my
This shit was some High School Musical ass shit.
It
you
was.
feel me? On some High School Musical shit.
I had her
the
on my
black
shoulder and
type shit. I remember, and I was like, from that moment forward, once I actually had a face to put with who her nigga was, I was like, this nigga got a forever hater in me.
Yeah.
This nigga got a forever hater in me.
That's
You might as well
shit.
call me
Off the
Kendrick.
strength. And look, once I was like, I'm gonna tell this nigga live on the podcast. I'm gonna wait to tell him this because I'm like, nigga, this is something that's so crazy. It's so funny because Elise is one of the coolest people you could ever meet too. You feel me?
She is.
That's
One of the coolest people you would ever meet.
She
But
is.
we just didn't travel in the same circles, everything like, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, this nigga, I was like, I don't even know this nigga name. I don't know shit about this nigga. I'm like, this nigga go to
But
Cass.
fuck this guy.
And this nigga with the baddest in my grade, I said, this nigga got a forever hater in me. So that's the story.
I'm so
That's story time,
Wait.
everybody.
But
Real
see,
nigga shit,
no
real
way.
nigga
I
shit,
love
real
it.
nigga shit, real
Hey.
nigga shit. That was real nigga shit.
That's really how men go
Real
about
nigga shit.
And that
Everything.
solidified
Real nigga shit.
how I thought about her.
as
because-
well.
Yes.
Okay,
because
then
when I
why did
first
you let
saw
her
her-
go in
Listen.
the first half? Why didn't you treat my girl right in the
So why'd
first
you
half?
let her go in the first place?
Listen,
Like, what the fuck?
we went to two different schools. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, life
Long
happens,
distance. Life happens. But
You know that song,
if it was destined to be,
it was gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? So if you love something, let it go.
Let
If
it
it come
go.
back,
Do
just
you
like-
guys actually
That's how
believe
it
in
is,
that?
baby.
bro, it happened.
It happened
me.
to
I
him.
guess
It
so.
happened.
But like, you know, when shit happens to you, you're like, damn, this is just luck. This isn't really like the fucking.
You know, shorty, I've been talking to. We
May-
stopped talking and she came back. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you don't never know.
I mean, once you get to talking to her and be like, yeah, it's like when
Oh.
she hit me with this. It was like, yeah, once we stopped being together, it was like, it was like a nightmare. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you're like, I can't sleep, I can't eat.
hey,
I'm
just
having
saying.
wild ass
That's what
dreams.
she said.
No, no,
I
it
felt,
was-
I felt the same way because any other relationship I had,
That's what I'm saying.
it wasn't
You
nothing.
get with other women, you be like, this bitch, I
She
should have just stayed
She
where I
felt
was
the
at.
same way. She
Does
wasn't even
that,
trying
like,
to be
as
in a
a
relationship.
woman, when guys do that, I'm like, am I a fucking rebound again? Like, you're going out to the streets, and then you're like, I can't find anything better.
Sometimes
I'm
you need
coming
the
back.
streets to remind you of what you really should have appreciated in the first place.
I've been in the
Sometimes.
streets. I've been in the streets.
Been.
So what am I mad at her
Still.
for doing her thing?
Still in the streets.
Listen,
I
at least not a
guess.
woman. At least is not the type of woman that she people want to cuff her and she's like, no. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for her to come back around and to me and let me do it, it's like, okay.
Recently, you have basically popping on TikTok. You're basically blowing up on TikTok right now. The astrology. So when did you start posting like astrology videos on TikTok, and how have you seen your following and everything grow since then?
Bro, I started posting the videos back in October 2024.
Mm.
And after that, and see, this is me studying astrology for years before I even posted it or people even know I was doing this.
Mm.
It's almost like a secret thing I was doing, but it wasn't a secret. I just wasn't really around nobody. I just didn't really express it like that. But I was addicted to learning because, like I said before, I played poker. I wanted to listen. I used to play Grand Theft Auto with the cheat codes. I wanted to see
Period.
I wanted to understand.
You want to up your chances anyway.
What? It's-
Yeah, I want to up the experience.
Exactly.
I've won over 20 tournaments, poker tournaments,
wow.
and I have it on TikTok.
Mm.
It's like a slideshow. So, and I've been like, I can show you notes and data that I've gathered from tournaments that I've played without the astrology, and just looking at the patterns
Right.
of the planets. Like, oh, okay, and the patterns of the transits.
Mm.
And it all started making sense even more and more. Just doing my own scientific method behind it.
So how did you? What was like the first video to really blow up for you on TikTok?
I was talking about the Sagittarius.
Mm.
Let's hear
and
about the Sagittarius.
And I made a song about Sagittarius. And I did a thing to where I looked at the camera and I wrote at the bottom, I said, Sagittarius, and how you like this? And I had the mean face emoji. And I did this and I walked away.
Mm.
But Sagittarius, they understand that. They understand how they can get under people's skin. So that went viral.
Mm.
Including the song didn't really go viral, but
people start reusing
over
the song.
200 reposts from the song, using the song.
Yeah,
I
people
mean,
reusing
yeah,
it.
so I started seeing and also me personally, the numbers 1111 follow me through my whole life since about 2014. Losing a friend on 12/12.
Oh wow.
And I saw 11/11 that night. I knew it was more to what I needed to do in this world.
Mm.
And if it was to expose, and I felt like it was to expose secrets.
Mm.
Yeah.
Universal secrets. Not just astrology.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
But
for sure.
universal secrets.
Yeah,
sure.
like angels.
Just
Like
oh,
we
go
saw the 555, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I
and
was
it's
like,
time.
yeah.
But just like things like this. In astrology, when you talk about a square, a 90-degree angle brings tension. It brings disharmony. Now, why is the infrastructure, why is it boxes everywhere? Why are we seeing boxes, squares everywhere? All these 90-degree angles. It brings us tension. It brings us problems.
Anxiety.
It brings us anxiety.
Anxiety.
Now, put like this. Now, boom. Saturn is ruled by Capricorn. A Capricorn trait, Capricorns get a little anxiety sometimes.
Mm.
Saturn rules square.
Mm.
So we can, go on and on.
Man,
So what's the power order for planets?
What is the power order?
Like
I-
if Mars
I get what you said.
Okay.
Saturn is the granddaddy.
He's the granddaddy.
Okay. Then it's Uranus. Then it's Saturn. Then it's Uranus. Then it's Neptune. Now, when we talk about Saturn, we talk about things that happen to us as a generation.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna tell you something. It's not necessarily Saturn. I put Saturn the strongest planet. But when it comes to a power order, it depends on your chart. What's the most powerful planet in your chart?
And how do you find that out? Like
Based on the
with
degree.
The scale.
Based
Okay.
on a degree. Like so when you have the highest degree in your chart will be your strongest planet.
Mm.
The planet that's more influential to you. Okay.
Wait, can you recommend any like websites and stuff for people to like if they want to get like a deeper understanding of this? Like where should they go even?
You know what? Just look at my videos.
Right.
And look at other astrologer videos on YouTube when they are getting in depth with placements and understanding what different placements mean. I don't really talk about that placements and everything right now. I keep it more entertaining for people that not even into astrology, because you know what I'm saying. So they can. I'm like a funnel for you to get to that person. You know what I'm saying?
Deep stuff.
Yeah, I make it entertaining first, and when you finally decide you want to get a little deeper, then you probably go to somebody else. Now, if you want an astrology reading that you don't want to really learn too much, but you want just a reading from me for your own chart, then you can just hit me up.
Is the reading like giving a summary of how you are and what you should do, or like what is it?
Yeah, depending on what you ask for. Now, if you want a full reading, I'm gonna talk about the North Node, South Node. I'm gonna talk about we're gonna talk about some of your traumas, and we're gonna talk about how to help if you having money problems. Let's talk about how to help you to make some money. Astrology can help you make money. For real.
Outside of money, what ways have you found like astrology being useful, like a useful tool in your life now that you're studying it?
Well, just as I was saying with the poker. And okay, now put it like this. The moon, this is a little simple thing. The moon is our minds and our intuition, right? So when the moon is doing something good in your chart and you go play and you go gamble, your intuition is going to be higher than when the moon is not doing something, right? Now, sometimes your intuition could be high and saying like, I shouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically when the moon is doing a transit. Now let's say Venus is transiting Jupiter. Okay? The planet of luck, the planet of money, Venus, transiting Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance. Better take your ass to go play some poker.
Right, that's it.
But depending on how your chart is set up, because when we talk about gambling, let's just talk about the money houses. So the 8th house, the 5th house, 2nd house. Now say Scorpio is in your 2nd house, But then you have no. Let's do this. Say you got Sagittarius in the second house, but then Jupiter is in the eighth. It's a connection. So the more your chart is connected, the more you can see the correlation. Like, okay, I should do this. I should be gambling.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So some people shouldn't be gambling at all.
At all.
It's almost a cheat code for life. Almost like a
It's
a roadmap.
Do you think you
It's a
have to like?
roadmap.
Obviously, you don't just get one reading and one, whatever, and you're done.
Some
Like you
people,
have to regularly like kind of keep up with it. No.
depending on what somebody want. Like I was talking to this young lady the other day. She might be watching. She has a lot of a lot of her. Damn, I wish I could pull up her chart. A lot of her. First of all, she's a tarot card reader. A lot of her money houses are in Scorpio and water signs. Water signs are like Cancer are the more psychic signs, Pisces. So I'm like, well, you have it in your sixth house. Your sixth house is about working, and it's about the material. You need to get the LLC and take it more serious because it's the energy is there for you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that.
Yeah.
Like if I had her chart pulled up, I could really explain it a little bit better. But simple.
No,
as
I get
that.
what you're saying.
Yeah, simple as that.
No, I know we got a lot of saints watching this. Your mom probably gonna watch this. A lot of the old.
My mom's a Sagittarius too.
All the church saints. So you know how again we were talking about earlier how in the Bible they're talking about astrology is devil work, magic, all that. For the people, I'm screaming. For the people who no, it's not true. And for the people like we talk about in the Bible, they try to hide stuff. And like that book you showed me was talking about how it had like the example how Jesus was walking on water and stuff.
Right.
And how it was basically the Bible didn't really convey it the way it really happened.
Right.
And a lot of stuff when you read it, it makes sense. So it's basically talking about like astral projection. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And how Jesus wasn't really walking on water. He was really astral projecting himself and was walking on like the water, the ether of the universe, which looks like water basically.
Exactly.
And then the example of how Peter was walking on water, he basically, in the story, the Bible was like, as long as he was looking at Jesus, he didn't sink. But the minute he started looking at the storm and the waves and started getting scared, he started to sink in the water.
Yeah.
They were saying Jesus was teaching him how to astral project. Jesus was basically teaching him how to walk into that ether, and basically once he started getting scared, he started getting sucked back into his own body.
Right.
A lot of examples was like that in that book where I'm like,
Yeah.
like I can see where that could have been covered up and interpreted in a different way.
Most definitely, just like I said earlier, 12 zodiacs.
12
Because we know from Perry's episode that astral projection is real.
But Perry does that under
most
the
definitely
influence.
real.
Have you done it before?
On accident as a kid. I went through
Damn.
issues to where I was getting sleep paralysis over and over.
Oh my God.
But listen, hold
Me
on.
too.
Now watch this. It's all connected.
Yes.
Like when you're up, but your body is asleep.
That's scary as fuck.
It's ways to get out of that and wake up, right? It was one time or a couple times where I lifted up and I looked back and I was still asleep. I'm like, oh, hell no. This ain't no, I'm not about to play with this
oh,
shit.
hell no. I ain't
No,
gonna go
like
back.
for real, I'm not about to play with this shit.
Right.
And this is before I even knew what astral projection was.
Yeah.
Like I used to be scared to sleep as a kid. So as me growing up to understand this, I'm like, bro, this is so deep. Make you want to just scream on the inside. Like, so
Have you
that's what
tried
that
to
was.
tap into it as an adult?
You know, it's funny.
Or are you like, I'm too scared?
Well, no, Perry said your first chakra is your root chakra, which is blocked by fear. So he
Ooh.
said you can't be afraid because he's like, if you're afraid,
can't
you
be-
already
you
failed the
can't- yeah.
test.
You
can't
already
even
failed.
get
You already
there.
failed. He's like, you can't go into it with no fear at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Now the thing is, I have to do a little bit more research in astral projecting because was that you that said like some people can astral project and some entity can enter your body when you're not.
That's what I said I was afraid of.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
afraid of leaving my shit and somebody
That's
comes
right.
back to my shit and I can't get back inside. I'm
Man,
like, hold the fuck up.
So yeah,
Perry be saying he be meeting motherfuckers on the astral.
Yeah.
Perry like, I be taking frequent trips. I done met a couple niggas on the astral realm. I said,
Crazy.
met niggas.
right.
He on a whole
No,
different
yeah.
wave.
But some people do that. Some people are
Yeah.
meeting other people on the astral realm. They're tethered. They see the tether from their body, from their astral body and their physical body. So the tether, it remains. You remain tethered to the body. So nobody can get in.
Okay.
I don't know listen, I have to do a little bit more research. Okay.
So when you were, because I used to have sleep paralysis all the time in like middle and high school.
Yeah.
In high school, it was so bad where I too was scared to sleep.
Did you eat bad before you went to sleep?
No, but I
Okay.
dream, like to this day, I dream all the time. But I was also, people, when I did research on it, they're like, if you lay on your back, you're more susceptible to like.
To it.
Yeah.
That's so true.
So I was like, do not lay on your back.
But it just show you how these realms are so close to us.
Yeah.
I was looking at the thing we're talking about the light spectrum, how much we can actually see with like our human eyes,
Yeah.
like how much light is on the, like how much light is actually in the spectrum, and how little of that spectrum we can actually see, which means like our tiny little perception of what we can see is vastly more shit. You feel me? So it's like it's way more shit we can't see than the shit that we can see, basically. So I'm like, it's got to be other shit out there.
We can't see sound.
I don't doubt with our spiritual eye we can see more shit.
You can't see air. You can't see a lot of shit.
It's a lot of
that's
shit you
actually
can't
like
see.
present.
That's right. That's even here.
But then you got some people walking around seeing auras. You know, I'm not an aura seer.
People see music. Some people can see. Some people can't see vibrations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
There are people who are quote unquote special in whatever they're doing. You know what or gifted. You know what I mean? So just because I can't see shit, I don't not believe other people. They're like, I saw this shit.
But it's just the energy is unlocked.
Yeah.
And that even I can see that in astrology.
Yeah.
I can look at astrology and tell you some gifts like, oh, you got this because this planet is exalted and you do this easily. This is easy for you. Exalted.
Yeah.
I need a reading.
Yeah,
Facts.
we both need, please.
Facts.
Right.
Guide us.
Facts. But see, your gift is, listen, being the Pisces, he know his gift.
Yeah.
He knows.
Saxophone.
The saxophone
And a
is
rap.
one of them.
And music.
It's more about intuition.
Yeah.
Intuition.
And
Just the creativity is
I was
there.
being facetious. I
To
was
where
just joking.
he's so deep that it's hard to even put it in regular words. He
Facts.
almost have to be creative. He almost have to be creative and
Facts.
put it in music and different
Facts.
things like that. So you can feel what he's trying to say more than him just saying it.
Facts.
Are you still learning like your purpose in life?
My purpose in
Or
life.
do you think astrology has helped you find your purpose?
Astrology, me exposing the secrets in the world, me being a light worker, which I didn't really understand, and I thought it was kind of lame, y'all light worker, boom, boom. No, it's really exposing secrets. It's exposing, bringing things from the dark to the light.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
real.
like,
Which we all should be light workers. We all should be wanting to not keep shit hidden from other people. Also, is there anything else you wanted to promote on the podcast before we wrap this up? It's been a great episode. I
Capricorns date Sagittariuses. Apparently, it's worked out for some people.
it's not easy.
Who do you think Libra should date? Who should I date?
I have bad news for you.
What do you mean? No.
Aquarius.
I'm just fucking with you.
Aquarius? If you were born in January?
No.
Just kidding.
Well, yeah, the end of January.
Let
and
me know.
February.
Hit my line.
Nothing is going to be easy if you unhealed and you on some BS
Facts.
anyway.
Facts.
Cause you can go down the line and be like, damn, I done messed up with the perfect one.
Mm-mm.
Cause everybody else is irritating. So it's like, it's up to you.
Yeah.
You know, overall. And it's up to you. See, the thing is, you can mess with anybody you want to, but with astrology, you just understand, you just know what you're going to, you know what to expect.
Right. You know what you're getting into.
Now, when it comes to cheating and stuff, you can't expect that. That's with any sign. People just cheat.
All 12 signs of
Cheat.
men cheat.
Black men don't
Wow.
cheat,
Do
so.
you think women don't cheat?
I got
Women
cheated
do
on,
not
so
cheat.
please don't lie.
Wow. See,
They
Please
do
don't
not
lie.
cheat.
and that's
I got proof.
and that's all, folks.
Me and this nigga connected over a story that two bitches showed us the same thing. Some diabolical shit. Diabolical.
And we not
Absolutely.
I don't even want to say it. We can't even say
I
it.
can't even say it on the
This
podcast.
was different realm.
And we didn't even.
We didn't know this. We didn't even know. We just telling each other horror stories about bitches.
It was a fever dream.
And he said, bro, you wouldn't
And
believe
it
this bitch
not
told me
happened.
this. I said, a bitch told me the same thing.
And it's crazy
A bitch told me the same thing.
because I never believed
Word
the
for
shit.
word.
I didn't believe the shit.
I didn't believe this shit either.
I have no words.
I said, bitches is diabolical. Me and this nigga could
and-
believe.
They're lies, they're lying.
And when it get deep,
It get deep.
Libra, go to sleep.
I'm screaming. Oh my
Don't come
God,
for Libras.
man.
Let's
I
wrap
love
this shit
Libra.
up. Wrap this shit up right now.
Funny, dog. Episode 19, man. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Yeah,
Next
where
support
can we
you at,
find
man.
you?
Y'all can find me on TikTok, and y'all can find me on Instagram and YouTube, okay? 111. WUN11. I was born 111.
Fire.
Yes.
Easy to find. WUN11.
11.
Let me explain something to you. It's too many fake pages of me out there.
That's how you know you really made it.
That's how you know you made it.
They're going to hit you up saying that they're going to do an astrology reading and blah, 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 boom. If we not talking face to face, it ain't me, okay? Because I would never give you an astrology reading, a voice message, a voice memo, because I need to talk to you. We need to have a
They
conversation.
trying to get off using his likeness.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
111. We'll put it on the screen for y'all. Y'all can find me everywhere at Malcolm Elliott Music, and you can find me and Miracle here every week at
The People Mover Pod. On TikTok, Instagram, and where else?
Everywhere. So look, y'all can like,
y'all for having
share,
me.
subscribe. Thank you for coming on, man. We
sure.
appreciate it. We have you. We gotta have you and Perry back at the same time. 'Cause I feel like that shit is deep.
And that's my boy.
Yeah. No, I'm
Perry,
saying
my dog, now.
we gotta have like
I
a
love
whole
Perry.
another episode. Perry probably.
It's
get us
always
together
been
with
good
that.
vibes with us. Most
Man,
definitely.
episode 19, man. We appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. On the road to 2,000. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Episode 19.
I was lit.
Lit.
Let's drop that old one that we used to do back in the days.